course, we're here with light heavyweight champion Dmitry Bivol fighting November 24th on HBO's last World Championship Boxing. Man, what significance does that mean to you?
I'm glad that I was a part of HBO boxing, and I am sad that they leave boxing. But things are changed, and new platform comes to boxing.
How does that specifically affect you? Because I know, obviously, the last fight you were on, Kovalev was the main event. Kind of leading up, we were talking about you guys eventually meeting. Obviously, he got knocked out by Alvarez, but you know, it seemed like maybe he might rematch Alvarez and you would be on that card. You know what I'm basically like. Your road seemed to still be meeting eventually. How does HBO kind of canceling their boxing platform affect you specifically and kind of your future plans?
You know, my future plans until November 24. Then I will think about my life. And of course, my team and me open for everyone, and for fight against every champion, against Alvarez or Kovalev or BTRB for Stevenson, doesn't matter.
Jean Pascal's former champion himself, been in there with the best of the best. He went the distance with Alvarez. Kovalev, didn't do that. What kind of, I guess, challenge does he possess to you now? Kind of because you're in your physical prime, you're mowing down people, knocking people out. What kind of challenge does he present to you currently right now in your career?
First of all, I want to say this is a boxing. In the boxing, you can get a punch every time here, and you can give punch every time. And of course, he's still dangerous because he was the champion. And this fight for me is a good experience to fight against the former champion. Yeah, and when I was amateur, I saw his fight against Bernard Hopkins. Pascal has 27 or 28 years old, and Hopkins had around 40, and he was old, but he beat him because this is a boxing. You should be in the focus every time, and this is a good challenge for me because he has a lot of experience.
What is your goal going forward in the heavyweight division? You want to unify all the belts? Is there a certain name at the top right now that you...
My goal to be the best in the light heavyweight division. My goal to be remembered for boxing fans, for people. I see the way for my goal. I just should fight against guys who has a belt. Doesn't matter who it will be. Anybody.
Callum Smith at a 168-pound super middleweight won the World Series of Boxing. Obviously has a lot of belts. Is he a fight that you'd be interested in? Would you be willing to move down, him move up?
I can make super middleweight because I'm not a big for light heavyweight division. Doesn't problem for me to go down in the super middleweight against Callum Smith or someone who has a belt. Because it's good for history, for me to fight against the champion in another division. I will be glad to fight against Callum Smith.
There's also the option of possibly moving up. Usyk's fighting Bellew. I mean, what's the possibility of that? And what are your thoughts on Usyk Bellew? How do you think that fight goes?
Что я думаю о их бое вообще, да? This is too hard for me to go up, yeah, because I'm not a big. And I think, what about Usyk? Oh, I like Usyk style. I like his move, how he moves, and I think he will win.
Well, just another fight I just want to get your opinion on. A big fight coming up, heavyweight, Wilder versus Fury. What are your thoughts on that fight? Who takes that fight?
I think Wilder will win because он более стабильно боксирует. У него не было перерывов таких, как у Fury.
He's had more steady fights. He hasn't had long breaks in between fights, kind of like Fury, you know. So
Well, hey, man, I'm looking forward to seeing you November 24th, the last HBO World Championship boxing. Thank you so much, Dmitry. Best of luck, sir. Appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you, man.
Hey Fight fans, it's Michelle Joy Phelps. If you haven't already subscribed to my YouTube channel, make sure you go ahead and do so by clicking this icon right here and hit the bell button so you can get notified every time we upload a new video. And we also have a free app available on iTunes and Google Play, so make sure you go and download that. Bye Fight fans.